Back with me now, Richard Engel, NBC News chief foreign correspondent, and David Ignatius, columnist and associate editor for The Washington Post. Your son is off to Iraq, Richard. The president announced this week that 8,000 troops will come out toward the end of the year, but then that's it. A clear sign he wants the next president to handle and address the issue of troop withdrawals. Are security gains so fragile in Iraq that we should read something into the fact that only 8,000 troops can come out before the end of the year?
Well, I think you also have to look at the timing. They don't want any kind of disruption right now. It's a political season, and I think the calculation is, frankly, it's not worth the risk, pulling out that many more troops right now. Hold it off until the election, until there's a new administration, and then they can deal with this very difficult balancing act. That is going to be, obviously, one of the things that the new administration is going to face, but Iraq has other problems that aren't as obvious. There's Iranian influence, which is growing, which will remain even as troops get pulled back, and the corruption issue in Iraq. Iraq has become a kleptocracy, and that is fundamentally unstable. So even as troop levels go down, there are still other issues that are going to probably remain or be coming up into the forefront of the debate.
David Ignatius, the talk about Iran. We were in the Middle East together at the Saban Forum, and a Middle Eastern leader said to us that Iraq is a slow burn, but Iran is the real threat, a threat to moderates in the region, and certainly just a threat because of nuclear capability. How do you assess it now?
Iran remains a revolutionary Islamic society. It is a society that frightens its neighbors, that's seeking to influence Iraq in a decisive way. Today, as we think about the anniversary of September 11, we have to remember that in the fight against al-Qaeda, in the latter part of 2001, when we went into Afghanistan, a key silent ally was Iran. That Iran shares the United States' interest in containing this Sunni fundamentalist violence. It was a partner then, and if you were trying to think, how would we find some common ground to start a dialogue? How would the next president do that? You might start with the issue of our shared interest in containing al-Qaeda.
All right, David Ignatius, Richard Engel, thanks to both of you. David, I know you want to mention this book that you've been a part of here real quickly.
It's a book that I have moderated conversations between Zbigniew Brzezinski, a prominent Democrat, and Brett Scowcroft, a prominent Republican, and it's amazing how many things they agreed on.
All right, thank you both very much for this discussion.